Hello everyone, this is Jenny Yetto from the Pixie Post, and I'm back with the Biweekly Oracle card reading from February 15th to February 29th. And it's an extra special year because it is leap year. So happy birthday to everybody who is a leap year baby. You actually get a special extra birthday. So I hope you do something fun and something to commemorate 2020. I have a couple announcements before we get into it. First of all, a lot of you who follow me on social media, especially Facebook and Instagram, I did a poll a few days ago, I think it was, to see if you wanted to see the return of card of the day. I used to do a written post and then I used to do it in video. And life got a little bit busy, so I decided to change it up a little bit so I had more time to devote to my longer videos. And the response was amazing. I knew some of you really liked them, and I enjoyed doing them, but I had no idea how huge a positive response I would get, and I really appreciate that support. So I made the decision they are going to come back. Most likely it'll be in video format. That seems to work better for me. I'm not sure the exact date it'll come back. I'm shooting for next month for sure, but we're going to see how things go. I always like to start projects on the first of the month. I know it doesn't have to be that way. It's just something about it. I like to start the month fresh and the project fresh. So I'm shooting for March 1st, although I'm not guaranteeing that because I have a trip that I'm taking a few days later. So I'll be gone for a week. I'll still have videos posted, scheduled to post. But other than that, I won't be very active on social media. I'll be pretty much off the grid for a while. It's basically a time to relax, do my thing, and just connect with others in person. But I'm shooting for that, but if not, it will be in the middle of March, if anything. So stay tuned for that. And that'll be the new coffee and cards format. We're going to go back to that, only a little more rejuvenated. Also, I'm going to be doing my new Moon Oracle card reading for the Moonwatch series. Most likely it'll launch on the 22nd to 23rd, since the new moon is on the 23rd. What I'm going to try, which I tried unsuccessfully with the last video, is I'm going to try a live chat. So it'll be basically premiere status. It'll be my first one, and I'd love to have all of you as a part of it. I think I figured out how to actually get it to do it this time. The video launched, as you guys all saw, but the live chat never launched. So it's a little embarrassing because I went on social media all pumped up and excited about it, and then it just, but sometimes you have to fail to succeed later on. So I think I got it figured out, so we'll see how it goes. If you're really curious about being part of that, please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, hit the bell on the notifications under this video. That way, it'll notify you when I do upload that, because the premiere status goes up right away up until the countdown. So those are my little announcements. So now we're going to get into the meat of the video. We're going to see what the universe has to say for us. And I'm going to use my new beautiful card deck that I love. A lot of you seem to like. The Oracle of the Fairies. A very special person in my life got me this. And so I say thank you to that person. And we're going to get into it. So I have my candle lit. And as most of you know, who've seen my videos before, I do an energy clearing with the card deck. And I'm going to do it on screen this time. And it's not real complicated. So I just move it over the flame a few times, and it clears any old energies that are attached to it. So we start basically with a clean slate. And I'm going to do a 3-card draw, and it's basically the normal format I do. It's a general card reading. It's not a personal one. So whatever you get from it, or whatever resonates with you, just take that and discard the rest. If you would like a personal card reading, I will be doing that after I get back from my trip. I know I promised a few people that I would do it, and so many things have been going on, but now I'm going to be devoting more time to that. So starting March 15th, I'm going to start doing them again. Towards closer to that time, I will be posting a link on this channel as well as social media where you can actually sign up for one, and it will have all the details of how I do them and what formats I have available, as well as the price ranges. So feel free to stay tuned for that, and let's get into it. I want to see what the cards have to say, and I'm going to shuffle. That might help. I'm a little distracted. I just got off work at the hotel. I will tell you, it was freaking crazy today. Being an empath and dealing with the public is really something. Some days are amazing. Other days it's just, huh? You know, and it puts me in awe how some people are so radiant and positive and uplifting, and then the next call will be totally what just happened, you know, and not everybody's happy in this world, as we all know. So you just have to go with it. But my coworker and I were saying that it's like Forrest Gump, that movie. It's like life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's how the hotel phone calls are like. So, but it's okay. I got through it, and tomorrow's my Friday, so I'm happy. So, but anyway, and forgive me for the lighting. I'm doing this in the afternoon where the sunlight is really good, but it seems it's kind of going in and out. So if the lighting's not the best, bear with me. I'm working on getting some more equipment. And that will also help with the lighting and all that. So, okay. One more shuffle, I think. All right. All right, let's see what they have to say. Okay. How funny. It's interesting. Okay. This is the first card. Okay. Wow, that's really pretty. Go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. I'm feeling a really, really solid, intense energy with this. A lot of us have been really busy lately, especially with the new year, new decade. We all have new aspirations, renewed goals. We've been working really hard, whether it's on ourselves or our careers or just some dream goals, even with the family. Right now, you're urged in the next 2 weeks to take a little more time out. Definitely continue to work on your goals, but take a little time for yourself as well. There needs to be more balance between self-care and consistency with your work ethic, if you will. And you're being urged to either go outside, like the traditional walk through the woods, take a hike, go for a swim, go skiing, anything that will keep you connected with the outdoors, with nature. It can also mean, especially if the weather's not that good where you are, it can also mean just reconnecting and rejuvenating with yourself. It can be taking a little more relaxation time, whether it's an hour a day. Take time for yourself away from everything. Get away from the computer. I'm guilty of this because I do a lot of different projects online, as well as a little trading on the side and the videos. So you can imagine how much I'm on this computer, and it's really hard for me to get away from it because I've done the little alarm clocks and tell myself to walk away, and some days I do really well with that, and other days I just ignore it. Basically, I just keep going because I want to get so much done. And it's really, really important to reconnect with yourself because you can lose sight of what simplicity you're missing on in your life. If you don't reconnect with what is there, like whether it's nature, with your inner self, and it could be done simply through meditation or just crashing on the couch and reading a book. I mean, reading a few pages and just kind of clearing out your mind a little bit. It can be journaling. It can be getting together with a friend for a cup of coffee. It can even be walking your dog or just going to the dog park and getting some sunlight. Sunlight is really important. I'm hearing that right now. Vitamin D is essential. A lot of you don't seem to be getting that right now, so you might be feeling really worn down physically, like you need more energy or a little more mind clearing. So sunlight is very important. Also, not to be morbid, but time is going faster the older we're getting. It's a true thing. I've noticed time has been flying because I'll be working online on Monday and be doing all kinds of things, running errands, cleaning the house, doing my videos, whatever. And then all of a sudden it's Friday. It's like in the blink of an eye. And I've noticed things have gone faster and faster. And partly it's also the world shifting energetically. So time is going faster for a lot of us, especially people who are more aware of that now in their awakening. So it's really important not to waste time, to savor that time, because time is a gift. The presence is a gift. No pun intended. And it's really important that we reconnect with others and reconnect with nature and reconnect with ourselves away from technology, away from feeling like you have to do something. Just be. That's the main message. Just be. And take a little time for yourself every day. Some days it may be 5 minutes. Other days it may be an hour. Other days you might say, hey, forget it. I'm just going to do it all day and just relax. And that's okay to do that once in a while as long as, you can do it. So make sure you do go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunlight, and just appreciate the beauty that's outside in the world. Regardless of what surroundings you're in, there's always something you can find that's beautiful. So, okay. And it's really interesting. Transformation. Remember this one? I think it's a beautiful card too. And again, the fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. And this really makes me feel good because I feel like I'm in the midst of a transformation right now. And it's more of a shift from partly my personal life as well as my career. And we all reach that point of where we start gaining momentum and we start going over that little plateau. Because I felt kind of like, not really stuck, but I felt a little like I was spinning my wheels and not getting anywhere for a while. And I was thinking, oh, but come on, And I was still doing what I'm supposed to be doing, probably working too hard, to be honest. And just, oh, come on, when is it going to happen? And I caught myself doing that, and it was creating more resistance. So I kind of let go of it. I still have to catch myself. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But because when we want something, we want it. We want things to happen. But it does create resistance because we come from a place of lack. We come from a place of, oh, I don't have it. So the universe agrees with you, basically. The universe will say, yeah, you don't have it, so you won't get it. It's okay to work towards things. It's okay to enjoy things. It's okay I say to want things, for lack of a better word, because I just said this comes from a place of lack. But it's basically okay to work towards things. But when you want it so much and you're so intense about it, that resistance will always be created. And then you won't have it. So when you shift your focus into something else and just work on yourself, work on your transformation, work on what you want to change for the better, usually those things, if they're meant to be, they will come to you. And they usually come to you much quicker. So it's really interesting when the resistance disappears. It's amazing what you can attract. And the transformation is it can be so many things. I'm hearing so many messages right now. It can be so many things. It doesn't have to be this huge, life-shattering transformation, change. It can be something so subtle, maybe something you don't even see in yourself until you look in hindsight. It could be just a little routine you change up every day. It could be, oh, instead of me looking at my phone the minute I wake up on social media, I'll just meditate for a half hour, or I'll just have my cup of coffee, but just not doing things. Just sit there and really enjoy the cup of coffee, enjoy the taste, enjoy the aroma, enjoy how it feels, how it makes you feel, the joy you get from it. Just really being present in the moment. Sometimes that can be life-changing in itself. And it sounds funny when I say that, but it's so true. And if you try it for a week, you'll already notice the difference, because I'm changing up my morning routine a little bit. So it's always different. And I always felt like I had to have the same thing all the time. Otherwise, I wasn't going to succeed. And it's okay to change things up. And sometimes that's when you make your major breakthroughs, just doing those little shifts and those little changes. And that will transform things for you for the better. And it might not happen overnight. A lot of things really don't. But you'll start noticing little things changing and happening. And change is inevitable. So when we go with it more, there's less resistance, and the more we actually manifest the things we do desire. So it's interesting. Transformation can be in so many forms. So you'll know how this resonates with you, and whatever you think of first, that's what the transformation is all about. So remember, good things are coming, regardless of how the world outside is there. I'm not saying don't be realistic and don't pay attention. Always be safe and be educated. But also know there's a lot more to than meets the eye. And there's a lot more coming for you in a positive way. So, that's kind of a complex message in that little card. Okay, the third card is really pretty. I'm not sure what animals are on it. So if you guys can figure out, let me know. It's really stumping me. But the third card is Nature's Signs. I know you guys are going to laugh at me. I thought they were walruses at first, but then I looked at it, and this camera won't focus very well. It's not walruses. I don't even know what they are. They look like they have teeth or bones through them. I'm not really sure. I know, obviously, she's a fairy. I thought they were wood logs with bones that I don't know. So, it's the colors are gorgeous. And they're in water, I can tell that, but oh, you know what? I think they're like some mongoose thing. I don't know. If you guys can see, I'm so sorry. This thing will not focus. Yeah, so I have no idea, but the card is gorgeous in itself. So Nature's Signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. And it kind of ties into the first one, go outside. Because we are all connected. It's like that movie Avatar, if you've seen that. We're all connected in one way or another. We're connected with each other. We're connected with the trees. We're connected with the flowers, the animals, the air that we breathe, because we're all energy. We all come from the same place. And it's really important for us to be aware of that. Or if we're not aware of that, become aware of that. Because it's amazing, because one little thing can affect everything else. You're seeing all the weather patterns, how that's affecting everything. And whether you agree if it's global warming or not, that's besides the point. But we can all agree that is affecting a lot of other things. And some places more than others. So it's really important to be mindful to appreciate the beauty of everything around us, to also connect like I was saying earlier, and receive the energy and the knowledge that they have. For example, I saw a story, I think it was about maybe 2 months ago, I want to say. I believe this is when it happened. There was a study that was done on trees. And if I find the link, I'll put it down below. But basically, it was saying that trees take care of each other like a human family element, like wolves, and it was really fascinating because I always knew trees obviously feel things. They're living beings. They do have emotions. They actually feel things because they have energy like we all do. But to what extent, a lot of us weren't sure. And it was studied by scientists that when one tree is not doing well, is ill, the other trees will try to take care of it. They'll either transfer their energy, life force to that tree to help it get better. They'll actually, I don't know how they do it because it still stumps me, but somehow they get closer to it, like they're trying to nurture it or hug it. And it was really fascinating, the whole video link. So it was really, really beautiful. And it kind of reminded me that, yes, we are all connected. It's like cats. They're empaths. They sense our emotions. So do dogs. That's why when we're stressed or we're upset, they come to us and they hold us in their own way. They cuddle us. They try to make us feel better. They try to make us laugh. Dogs will do that. It's amazing how connected we are and how we forget that, being in the 3D reality. And when we step back and realize, hey, we're not the only living being feeling things around here. There are flowers, plants feel things. They thrive on some plant music. I've played music for my plants. And yes, my plants are doing better now. Thank you very much to a couple of people who want to tease me about that. I'm finally getting the hang of it, I think. We'll see. But I'll play classical music, and they really respond to that. Sometimes their leaves will kind of move a little bit to the sound vibration. So the next time you kind of brush something off like, oh, well, this doesn't feel anything, just remember, that living being has knowledge. It's like when we eat fruit and vegetables and produce, especially ones that are grown organically. They have energy that is transferred to us as we eat. That's why we seem to feel better on a lot of those things instead of the processed foods. So it's really, really, really kind of cool. I can go down a whole rabbit hole with this. So basically, going back to this card, just be aware of what's around you. Be aware of the messages that are subtly coming through, but are just as important. And when we do have the awareness, or try to be more aware of it, it's amazing what signs will come in. And it'll always be in divine timing. So it's always at the right timing. So this is really, really important. And it's something for us to all focus on in the next couple of weeks, especially towards the end of February. I'm feeling like between the 27th, 29th, I'm getting strong urges for around that time. So if the weather is really nice, go out, enjoy the day, take a day off if you're able to, and just be and just reconnect. So I can't really elaborate more than that. It's a pretty simple, direct message, but it's just a reminder for us to remember there are things bigger than us. There are things sometimes that are more important than our wanting to get that materialistic item. Sometimes we need to go back to nature, go back to our roots, and rediscover that again, and realize what's truly important in the long run. So yeah, it's kind of a short and sweet video this week, or at least for me anyway. It's all about change. It's all about reconnecting with your heart space, reconnecting with nature, getting back to that. Maybe detoxing a little bit on technology in general. It doesn't have to be like for a whole week or anything, but just even a few hours a day more than you normally would detox from. And it is a way to keep us in the matrix. And not to sound too X-Files, but it keeps us in the rat race. It keeps us stuck in that sense. So when we don't unplug once in a while, we kind of lose sight of that. So when we get that healthy balance, and it may take some time to get that balance, it's just, you can do this right now with this reading, or you could do it beyond the 29th. It's just whatever works for you. But having that balance really is a lot healthier spiritually, physically, and mentally. So there you go. That is a bi-weekly oracle card reading for the next 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. I really resonated with this week. I need to get out more and just kind of get away from things, even for a half hour. So anyway, I love you guys. I am so glad you came back to my channel. I appreciate all the support, all the love you all pour out to me every day. Is so heartwarming, and not to get all mushy on you guys, but I do want to let you know you are appreciated always. A lot of new things coming out. I'm finally starting to get on some of the projects I've been talking about for a while. So be on the lookout. When I go on my trip, I might post on Instagram a little bit because I'm going to New York City, and I'm so excited. I haven't been there for a couple years, so I might get a couple pictures here and there. Not a lot of heavy posting because I kind of want to just unplug, but you might see a few things from there. So, anyway. And until the next time, to know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste.